Is above the law, and they ought to do a fair investigation, and if there's wrongdoing, they got to get to the bottom of it.
How you doing? It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Hi, guys.
So the governor waits, listens before plotting his next move. It's not likely he gets to go back to being just a Maryland businessman any more than he can go back to being the person he was before he was struck by non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
You know, the cancer, going through that, as you know, it changes you, right? It was a life-threatening situation, and it made me realize the important things in life. I mean, it made me realize that life is short, and you got to make the most out of every single day you got. And I was always sort of a driven person, but it's like I try to enjoy every day, and I try to get, I try to make the most out of every day that I'm. You never know how many days you got left.
This is my granddaughter Daniela.
So you better make the most of them.
Looks like you sure made the most of your time with the governor. I was wondering if you all were ever going to eat during that interview. There was a lot of talking going on. So he gave you a lot of information. Do you get the sense that he's actually going to run for president?
I think there's no doubt in his mind that he thinks he would make a better president than Donald Trump. He's listening to people, and just as importantly, he's watching the polls and awaiting the special counsel's probe.
Bruce, that was a great story, and I'm sure there'll be more to come, and the governor will have a whole lot more to say to you.
We'll be watching.
Thanks.
All right.
All right, we're not out of the woods just yet. This wintry mix still coming down in some areas. Let's check in with the chief.
Yeah, it's a whole nother really almost 24 hours to go before we get rid of this entire system. I mean, we're looking at rain all the way back into Kentucky, into St. Louis, in Illinois, so we got a ways to go. Now we'll zoom in. We have another little mixture rolling through. We had a little bit of a respite, especially D.C. South. Now we have some rain, D.C. South, a little mixture out toward Leesburg and up toward Frederick. Been snowing much of the afternoon and evening around I-70 and along up toward Hagerstown. Right now, just light snow in Hancock, a respite right now in Hagerstown. Temperature-wise, again, we're still not, this still doesn't scare me. I mean, it's 32 in Hagerstown, okay, 32 in Martinsburg, 32 in Winchester, but for a real ice storm, you need temperatures in the upper 20s. I don't see that happening tonight, so that is good news. We don't want an ice storm. Okay, 6 a.m. in the morning, we have a mix down to Bethesda, Rockville, Leesburg, but look at the temps. 33 Gaithersburg, 34 downtown, 34 in Leesburg, even 33 in Frederick at 6 a.m. And the warm air will win the battle. We talked about this last week and over the weekend. Mid-30s, I mean, a miserable day. Yeah, the warm air wins the battle. Oh boy, joy. Heavy rain in 36 downtown by mid-morning. And then by lunchtime, again, heavy rain pretty much across the board. 35 now in Hagerstown. Maybe just a little bit of a mix between Cumberland and Oakland. The rest of us just have a cold, miserable rain. And even tomorrow night in the evening, going home, we're still going to have a wet commute. Temperatures upper 30s, low 40s, and then more showers roll through tomorrow night at 9:30. We finally begin to clear out as we get into Wednesday morning, and the winds will pick up behind that front. Okay, ice. A little bit of a glaze, Frederick, Hagerstown, Winchester, along I-81, but there's the problem spot in between Oakland and Cumberland, up to a quarter-inch possible. So we're going to call this the ice storm. A little icing either side of I-81, and then west of 95, nuisance icing. So you may go outside and feel a little glaze on your car. You may feel a little glaze on the trees, but the roads should just be wet. Temperatures aren't going to be cold enough. That said, you might want to allow some extra time to scrape it off your car tomorrow if you're north and west of town. So plan on a wet commute. D.C., south and east, mixed north and west. And then the rain ends Tuesday night, then blustery and dry on Wednesday, 45 to 50. Hey, this is good news. Dry and mild for Valentine's Day. Temperatures in the 50s. How about that? So overnight, rain, mixed north and west, icing north and west, 30 to 38 for lows tonight. So a few people will get below freezing. 39 tomorrow, 49. Sunshine returns on Wednesday, and then 55. Very nice, or I guess we should say lovely, for Valentine's Day. Nice on Friday, too. However, the day ends with rain, 55. More rain on Saturday. Blustery Sunday and Monday, but nothing crazy cold. Highs back in the upper 40s.
All right, so usually he deals with video and images, but these aren't the kind of images you want to see.
No, not at all. I mean, the Redskins have been done for a while, but still making news for negative reasons. What did another member of the Redskins organization do to get arrested? I'll have my take on the other side.
Plane just come dropping right out of the sky.
The Air Florida jetliner crashed into the Potomac River